Hi John, this is Ken Rogers from Kelowna Mercedes-Benz. Thanks a lot for the emails, and all the phone calls. I really appreciate the correspondence and the opportunity to earn your business as well. So, did a full market assessment on the Hyundai. I'm going to go over the information that I collected, the number I got to, essentially how I got to that number, and then how it affects the lease. So, I'm going to be pretty aggressive with the numbers. It's month end. You know, we're definitely motivated to kind of move some vehicles as well. One of the nice things too is the one that we have in stock is pretty much exactly what you're looking for too. So, and I actually took a look around the entire western region to see if there's anything else out there, and there isn't. I effectively have the only one with this interior, which is nice as well for you because we're pretty close to you too, and there's no extra shipping charges of bringing vehicles in or out kind of thing. So, anyways, let's begin with the numbers. So when I do a market assessment, the biggest thing I have to do is I have to take a look at the live market. What are the direct comparisons out there right now? So I've pulled off all of the ones that are very close to us and close in options, kilometers, things like that too. So this is a 2013 Santa Fe Sport Limited, 69K. So it's pretty much your exact truck. It's in Vernon, so very close to us. And they're asking $26,744 for this one. I have another one here. This isn't your exact truck, but this is essentially on my lot. This is in Kelowna Infiniti Nissan, which is directly next door to us. So it would be a comparison. Someone looking at this one would look at ours too, just because of it's literally a 10-second walk over. But and also same K, same year. It's a Sport as well, but it's the premium version with the 2.4 liter engine in it too. So it's not quite worth the same, but it still is a comparison. And they're asking $24,900 for this one. And I have another one here. This one is the same thing as yours, the limited 2 liter all-wheel drive, $26,995 is what they're asking for this one. However, it's got 50,000 kilometers. I should also note that none of these vehicles have any collisions, or at least they don't mention any collisions in any of these things too. So obviously, as you're fully aware of the fact that your vehicle has the collisions on it, definitely has an impact on the ask of it. So with that in mind, what I'll ask for your vehicle based on the collisions, I'm going to put it on the lot for $22,995. I want to be into it for $19,500, and then these are the fixed costs putting the vehicle through the shop. So it sounds like you maintain the vehicle well, it's in good shape. I'm going to do a full detail of the car. They do a cut polish of the paint, shampoo the inside, essentially make it look as pristine as possible. This detail also includes professional photos that we take of all of our pre-owned inventory, and actually new vehicles too. Cosmetically, I'm just going to take care of those nicks and knacks that you'd expect a vehicle with 71K to have. Mechanically, I'm going to do a safety inspection. By law, I have to do a safety inspection. Every vehicle that I sell has to go through that process. And then I'm just going to do a service, so top of the fluids and things like that as well. So anyways, that brings the total to $18,006 essentially. As you can see, I'm being aggressive here. I'm paying more money than pretty much everyone else is. And it just sounds like your vehicle's in good shape, so I think we're justified in doing that. So how that looks for the lease. So this is where I'm being really aggressive, as I mentioned earlier, trying to do my best to help it with the payment. So I've discounted what I've seen here, as you can see on highlight there, $2,675 off the price. Now I know the other two competitors that you're considering have discounted their vehicles as well, the Acura RDX and the Audi Q5. Now those are outgoing models. They've been around for a few years now, so obviously manufacturers can do rebates and things like that, and they're anyways, they can allow those discounts. Typically speaking, when a new model is out, or relatively new model is out that's doing well with sales, you're not really discounting the vehicles too much. But as I mentioned, I am motivated to kind of earn your business at this point. So over here with the lease, there's a few different terms that you can do. 39 months is currently a stretch lease, which is essentially just a program right now through Mercedes-Benz. It's most advantageous as far as your residual values are concerned. Essentially just helping out with the price. So 39 months is the one we've chosen. 4.9. It would be an 18,000 kilometer a year lease. I know Kip discussed that with you. Gives you a payment of $760.19, and this is including with the trade-in. So effectively, with your lease, with the vehicle they have right now, with the payment, not the payment, just say your lien of $8,000 and us giving you $18,000 for it, there's $10,000 of equity. So that's what's going down here. So we're effectively doing $10,000 to your upfront. Fees would be $10,760. I'm paying $10,000 of this though, so your upfront fees are only $760. Now this, I want to be clear, this number might change based on your lien amount, because obviously you don't owe $8,000 directly even. So if it comes in, it's like, $8,100, and this would change slightly, and vice versa the opposite way. If it's $9,000 and whatnot too, we'll do that too. So once we have the exact lien amount, we'll take care of that accordingly too. So the other thing that I wanted to address is, I know when you were looking at the Kamloops, their freight and PDI was less than ours is. Typically speaking, like, dealers kind of have their own kind of choice as far as the fees and everything like that are concerned. So what I actually did was I totaled up the fees that Kamloops has versus the fees that we have, and there's a $500 and $75 difference. So it's not a tremendous difference, but in the end, dealer, like I said, they have fees and everything like that too. So, but I have discounted far beyond the difference there as well, and also stepped up on the on your Hyundai as well too. So the other thing that I want to mention that's actually built into the $760 kind of lease payment is what's called a prepaid maintenance. So effectively, the maintenance are paid up front, which helps and they get residualized, but you're not going to have to make any payments when you bring the vehicle in for service. And you can service it in the Kamloops as well. So if you don't come down to here, typically our service department is actually very, very well rated, and we do have a lot of Kamloops customers coming down because of that, but you don't have to. You can take it to Kamloops, and they're covered there too. It's actually attached to the vehicle itself. So you get 3 services over the course of the 3 terms, and that's already included with the payments there too. So, and then the other thing too that's included is I put a first class lease protection in the vehicle as well. So essentially it covers any excess damage up to $3,500 when you return the lease too. So, there's a couple of details. We can of course discuss more of these in person or over the phone if you have any questions after reviewing the video too. And I hope to, like I said, earn your business and see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.